All right, testing 1, 2, 3. What's going on, everybody? How you all doing? My name is Jason Joseph. This, of course, is Play-by-Play with JJ. Phillies have not started off the series too strong against the Pirates. They lost the first 2 games, but they're looking to avoid a sweep and wrap up their 3-game set today out in Pittsburgh at PNC Park against the Bucks. Phillies are 62-36 coming into today, still 26 games over 500, and the Pirates, they're now 2 games above 500. They entered the series right at the 500 mark. They were 48-48, and now they're 50-48, and, Phillies are going to have to try to do a lot offensively compared to last night. They only put up 1 run, and that run was by Bryce Harper. It was a solo homer in the top of the 9th inning. They're going to need a lot more production than that today. They'll have to face Marco Gonzales, the 32-year-old from Fort Collins. He played for the Seattle Mariners for a little bit of time, and now he's on the Pittsburgh Pirates. So they're going to have to do some damage against him. Let's get into the starting lineup, though. On the other side of the mound, you do have Tyler Phillips. But in regards to the lineup for today's game, all right, so it'll be Kyle Schwarber batting in the leadoff spot. Trey Turner's batting second. Bryce Harper is hitting third. Then it's Alec Bohm in the cleanup spot. And then Castellanos, Sosa, Wes Wilson, Garrett Stubbs, and Christian Pache will round out the rest of this lineup. So Marco Gonzales is on the bump. And again, just to recap, it's Schwarber, Turner, Harper, Bohm, Castellanos, Sosa, Wilson, Stubbs, and Pache. And Schwarber's going to step to the box right now as we speak. All right. We are good to go. Kathy Ann says, I got a good feeling about today. Kathy, I want to get to your comment that you said that you said at the beginning. I want to do that probably when we talk about the poll question in the second inning, because that's a really interesting comment that you made. All right, so we're in the top of the first, and again, it's Schwarber, Turner, Harper, Bohm, Castellanos, Sosa, Wilson, Stubbs, and Pache. So no JT, no Stott, and no Marsh in the lineup today for the Phils. Schwarber's batting in the leadoff spot. Phillies are in their gray tops, gray bottoms. Schwarber also wearing the high red Phillies socks with the Phillies bell logo on the left or on the right ankle. Time called really quickly right before first pitch is underway. So again, it's Schwarber, Turner, Harper, Bohm, Casty, Sosa, Wilson, Stubbs, and Pache. On the other side of the mound, though, will be Marco Gonzales, who is 1-0. He has a 2.45 earned run average, along with 15 strikeouts and a 1.23 whip as well. All right, let's make sure that we adjust our scoreboard properly. Good stuff. And there we go. Good stuff, man. So time was called right before first pitch. Pirates are in their white tops, white bottoms with the black letters on both the front and the back, and the numbers as well. The first pitch is in there for strike one to Kyle Schwarber. There we go. No balls, 1 strike, and the next pitch, and that is fouled off. I want to try to play the air horn right as the first pitch starts, just so that way people know that we are underway. So no balls, 2 strikes to Kyle Schwarber, who's batting .246 on the season, has 19 homers and 55 RBI. In this series so far, he's 1 for 8 with an RBI and 3 strikeouts. The 0-2 is outside for a ball. Schwarber against lefties is batting .331 this season, and against right-handed pitching, he's batting .187. The 1-2 by Gonzales is just down low. It was a changeup at 82 miles per hour. Gonzales has a 1.23 whip and a 2.45 ERA. The 2-2 by Gonzales. Swung on, hit out over towards left center field. Back goes Sawinski, blows up, and he'll make the catch. Wow, what a play. What a nice play. That was actually Joshua Palacios out in center field. He slammed right on into the wall and tracked it down perfectly. The wind was picking it up, and he just was able to make a very, very good catch to rob Schwarber on a base hit. Almost went over his head, too. Defensively for the Pirates, you got Bart behind the plate, Gonzales on the bump. Over at first base is Rowdy Tellez, as Turner comes up and will foul off the first pitch. Nick Gonzales is over at second base. Cabrian Hayes is at third. And at shortstop, it'll be O'Neill Cruz. No balls, one strike, and the 0-1 is high and away. You got Reynolds playing out in left. Palacios, who made the nice catch, out in center field. And Connor Joe is in right. The 1-1 is high for ball 2. It was a really nice catch. I don't know how he did that. 2 balls, 1 strike to Trey Turner. And the 2-1 is fouled off. Crew chief for today, you got Endel Jimenez behind the plate. Over at first, it's Gabe Morales. Doug Eddings is at second. And Ryan Addington is at third. Comment your final score predictions down below. The next pitch misses badly outside. It was a cutter. And it's a full count now to Trey Turner. Harper is up next. His 22nd homer of the season last night in the 9th inning off of David Bednar. And the payoff pitch. Another foul ball by Trey Turner. That's the 3rd foul ball in this at-bat. Now Bohm is in the hole. There's 1 out in the top of the 1st. The windup and the next pitch, swing and a miss, and Turner goes after a changeup that was cutting inside, and there's 2 away. It is 82 degrees out at PNC Park. Money line for the Phils, according to ESPN Bet, is at -125, and the over-under is at 9.5 runs. Matt says Bucks are going to win 5-2. First pitch to Harper, and he drills this one out towards right field. It's going to stay in the yard, I should say. And there to make the grab is Connor Joe for out number 3. So Harper flies out to right. Harper thought that it was going to get out, and it did not. So it stays in the yard, and there's a 1-2-3 inning. And we head to the bottom of the 1st as the Pirates are coming up to bat. All right. Yes, sir. All right, we go to the bottom of the 1st, and the Pirates lineup will look just like this. You got McCutchen batting in the leadoff spot. He's DHing today. Then it'll be Brian Reynolds playing out in left field, batting in the 2 hole. O'Neill Cruz is over at shortstop. He's hitting 3rd. And it's Nick Gonzales batting in the cleanup spot over at second base. Rowdy Tellez is playing over at first. 3rd baseman Cabrian Hayes is batting in the 6th hole. The 7th hitter will be Joshua Palacios. And then after that, it is Connor Joe who's playing out in right field, batting 8th, and Joey Bart is the caboose and is batting in the 9 spot. So just to recap, it's McCutchen, Reynolds, Cruz, Gonzales, Tellez, Hayes, Palacios, Joe, and Bart that are in the lineup for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Marco Gonzales pitched the top of the 1st. He was the Pirates' starting pitcher. And in the bottom of the 1st for the Phillies, you have Tyler Phillips, who's going to be making his 3rd start of the season. Last time he pitched, he went 6 innings, allowed 4 earned runs, and had 5 strikeouts. He was cruising along, and it was just in that 5th, it was just in the latter part of his start that he started to get a little bit shaky. So they're hoping that he can be in control today, going up against the Pirates. His first start, he pitched pretty well against the Atlanta Braves, just going 4 innings and allowing 1 earned run and having 7 strikeouts. He still has not allowed a walk in his MLB career thus far. He's from Lumberton, New Jersey. He stands at 6'5". He'll be 27 in October. Here comes Kutch to the plate, and the pitch by Tyler Phillips is in there for a strike just at the knees. McCutchen hitting .231 with 13 homers and 26 RBI. The 0-1 pitch misses inside. It was a sweeper. As far as the pitching mechanics go, well, Phillips has a sweeper, a sinker, a four-seamer, as the next one misses, a curveball, and a changeup. Phillips gets set just below the letters, kicks, fires, and throws a sweeper that's in there for strike 2, taken all the way by McCutchen. Don't forget to comment your final score predictions. Gideon says 9-3 Pirates. The next one is lined foul. Phillips' ERA is at 4.5. If I said this is going to be his third start, I meant to say that this is his second start. His third outing. The 2-2 on the way. Ground ball hit over to third base. Going to be a tough play for Bohm. He gets it, flips it over to first, and McCutchen is out by a quarter of a step. That was a nice, beautiful play by Alec Bohm. He had to run over towards the baseball, over towards the line, towards home plate, and he was just able to get Andrew McCutchen out, not by much. He made a perfect throw, too. That's the type of defense you're going to need. And that's going to bring up Ryan Reynolds. Beautiful day out at PNC Park. Reynolds batting on the left side. The switch-hitting outfielder will try to take a hack at the first pitch, and he swings and misses at the 92-mile-per-hour four-seamer for strike 1. His average is at .290, Brian Reynolds. Has 18 homers and 61 runs batted in. Just 29 years old. He's now on a 5-game hitting streak. The 0-1 is grounded back up the middle, but Stott does get over to it, or the second baseman, I should say, gets over to it, and they'll throw it over to first to get out number 2. That's Edmundo Sosa. Already I'm a little bit off. But it happens. There's Christopher Sanchez in the Phillies dugout, standing right next to Ranger Suarez. They're both wearing their sunglasses. Keep it clean in the chat, guys. 2 outs, nobody on. We're in the bottom of the first. And the pitch. That's wide for a ball. O'Neill Cruz batting .255. He has 15 homers and 50 runs batted in. And the 1-0 is lined out to center field. Tracked down perfectly by Pache. And he makes the catch for out number 3. Another 1-2-3 inning. This time it's by Tyler Phillips. And so we head to the top of the second. No score. Okay. All right. Comment your final score predictions down below. I would really appreciate that. That'd be so sick. In case you are new to the channel, my name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. I encourage you all to hit the thumbs up button and hit the subscribe button as well, and turn on those notification bell icons, and that way you'll know when we go live. All right, so let me make sure I have this correct. Give me 1 second. So we got Bohm, Casty, Sosa, Wes, Stubbs, and then we got Pache. Good. And then Phillips is on the mound. Yes. Yes. Thank you for clarifying that. But would they or could they wear those sunglasses at night, like that old song? It's a good song. I wear my sunglasses at night. Now you're going to make that song stuck in my head. Thanks. Thanks, Albert. Appreciate it. It's okay, I had another song stuck in my head, too. Then it was out of my head. Now this one just came in. It happens, though. What do you call that, an earworm? Is that the correct terminology? Is that what an earworm is? But yeah, that's a wild one. 7-6 Phillies. 3-2 Phillies, says King Jizz. All right. Keep commenting your final score predictions down below. Comes Bohm. And the pitch. The first one was taken for a ball. Second one is swung on and missed. Bohm batting .295. He has 11 home runs and 70 RBI. And the pitch is fouled back right behind home plate. And that's going to make the count now 1-2. In 12 games at PNC Park, Bohm is actually batting .367. Has 2 homers and 12 runs batted in. The 1-2 fouled off. Against the Pirates this season, though, he's 6 for 22 with a homer and 2 RBI. The pitch wide again for ball 2. In this series, though, he's 1 for 8 with an RBI and 3 strikeouts. 2-2 pitch on the way. Line drive it out over to left center field, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. So Alec Bohm able to get a leadoff single to start off the top of the second. This was a good piece of hitting, too. Gonzales left one hanging out there, and Bohm able to shovel it out to left center field. Don't forget to like and don't forget to subscribe as well. Comes Castellanos to the plate. And he takes a fastball right down Broad Street for a called strike. Sitting .237. Has 49 runs batted in and 13 homers. The pitch popped up and hit out over towards the first base side in foul ground. And Tellez gets under it and will make the catch, and Castellanos fouls out to first. One thing that the Phillies did not do a good job with yesterday was that they just had a very poor approach at the plate. Swung at the first pitch a lot, and hopefully that changes today. Comes Edmundo Sosa, who tries to take a hack at the first pitch, and he swings and misses at it pretty badly. It's in .279. This is his first start since the All-Star game. The 0-1 is lifted out towards left center field. It's going back towards the track, and not being able to make the catch is the center fielder. Bohm is going to go on over to third base. And standing over at second is Edmundo Sosa. So Palacios, who made an incredible catch to rob Kyle Schwarber on a base hit, was not able to get to that one. The pitch was outside, too, and Sosa really got good extension on it. And it was just out of reach for Palacios. He tried to slide and make the catch, could not do so. And there to back him up was the left fielder, Brian Reynolds. Here comes Wes Wilson, who slaps that one foul towards the first base side, and the Phillies have a rally going. Wilson in .286. Does have a long ball and 2 RBI. George! The 0-1 fly ball hit out over towards center field. This should get the job done. Palacios gets under it to make the catch. Bohm will tag up. He'll come in to score. The throw is drawn to second base, and the Phillies lead it 1-0 on the sac fly delivered by Wes Wilson. The Phillies are able to take the lead. This is a nice job, too, by Wes, just to be able to punch it out towards right center field. And he knew it was going to be deep enough, and that's all that they needed. Staying over at second is Sosa. Actually, sorry, he maneuvers over to third base. And Stubbs comes up, and he'll rope this one out to right field, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. So Sosa will score. It's an RBI single by Garrett Stubbs. And the Phillies are able to get 2 runs on the board. There we go, man. And now it's Christian Pache's turn to come up to the plate. Nice job by Stubbs just to be able to get on the pitch. Ground ball hit over to third base, and the throw over the second is in plenty of time. It's a 5-4 fielder's choice to end the inning. Hit by Christian Pache, but the damage is done. Phillies do get 2 runs on the board on the sac fly by Wes Wilson, then the RBI single by Garrett Stubbs. And we head to the bottom of the second. It's 2-0 Phils. All right. So, for those of you that are just tuning in, my name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. I asked a poll question, as I always do. I want to know. This is what I want to know. I came up with this today. I wanted to be a little bit more creative today, because sometimes you just got to think outside the box. That's how it goes. Sometimes you just got to do that. So I want to know, which current Phillies player would you spend a day with? Okay, if you were given a day to spend with any player, even if they're not on the list, on this following list, who would it be, and what would you do? So 41% of you, according to this list, said that you would hang out with Kyle Schwarber. 22% of you said Trey Turner. 18% of you said Bryson Stott. And 20% of you have said Bryce Harper. Now, Kathy had a really cool story and said that she actually caught a foul ball from Bryson Stott when she was at batting practice, correct me if I'm wrong, against the Diamondbacks, because she's from Arizona. So I think that that's really cool. And she would like to spend the day with Stott. Plus she also said he has a really cool walk-up song. And he does. He does. He has a very, very cool walk-up song. I agree with that. So who would it be and why? Alec Bohm. Alec Bohm would be the guy that you would hang out with. What would you do with Bohm? I'm just tuning in. Tell me your backstory, Mr. JJ. I'm from South Jersey. I love calling Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles games on this channel. That's what I do almost every single day. We give you Philly sports content. We don't just do play-by-plays. We do podcasts on here as well. And we have a lot of action, man. Hit the thumbs up button and hit the subscribe button as well. The pitch. And there's a fly ball hit out over towards left field. Wilson has to come running in. And I'll make the catch. And there's one away in the bottom of the second. So a quick fly out by Marco Gonzales. Marco Gonzales is on the mound. So Nick Gonzales is the one that flies out. Figured I was going to make that mistake. And they spell it the same way, too. It's Gonzales. The pitch, and that's taken for a strike to Rowdy Tellez, who's hitting .242 on the season, has 8 homers and 34 RBI. The ball is 1 strike, and the pitch is inside for a ball. One ball, 1 strike, and 1 out in the bottom of the second, and the pitch, and that is outside for Or on the outside corner, I should say, for strike two. Larry said that he wants to go to jail. Me and Schwarbers would get drunk and arrested. That's funny. Bitch, and that's taken for ball two. But, like, what would you do? Like, that's not specific. Like, you'd have to... You can't just leave it at that. Like, you would have to do, like, yeah, like, you get drunk, but, like, where would you go and, like, what would you do when you're drunk? That, you know, now that opens up a can of worms, Larry. You can't just leave it at that. The pitch, and there's a foul ball hit over towards the first base side. We got a cruise going by. About that. 2-2 pitch. There's a ground ball foul towards the first base side. My man can't help himself. I didn't say it. Schwarb's got to be a party dude, right? I'd bowl with Kyle Schwarber. I would. I'd go bowling with Schwarber. I feel like that'd be fun. 2-2 pitch. That's going to be flared out towards right center field, and we'll drop in for a base hit. And Tellez able to get on with a one-out single. So the Phillies got their first hit in the top of the second. And the Bucks get their first hit in the bottom of the second. Do you need a nap? Me? Me? One out and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Came in at 93 miles per hour. And it was low and outside. Why do I look tired? Nothing in one is the count. Hayes at the plate. And the next pitch is low for a ball. If I were to spend the day with one of the Phillies players, okay? If I were to spend the day with one of the Phillies players, I'd probably love to spend the day with... Honestly, I had to think about it for a little bit. I'd spend the day with Nola. Next pitch. That is low and outside for ball two. Oh, I got you. Jace, that was a different matter, though. Like, this was... He was joking about that. 2 balls, 1 strike. And the pitch, and that's taken for strike 2. All right, my guy, come on. Two balls, 2 strikes. Play nice, come on. My chat is not for arguing. The pitch, there's a ground ball. It's scooped up by Bohm and backhanded, and the throw over to first. Well, it's a foul ball, so it's a dead play. He would have been out. So it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. All right, Jizz, come on, bro. I'm done. All I ask is just to keep it clean. That's all I ask, man. Just play fair. Be nice. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Richard Phillips became a member. Let's go. All you got to do is, in order to become a member, just got to pay $2.99 a month. Congratulations, Richard. Appreciate it, man. It's now 3 balls and 2 strikes to Cabrian Hayes. And the payoff pitch, it's popped up and hit over towards the infield. Bohm tries to put his glove over his cap, and he'll finally make the catch. And there's an out recorded. Let's go. It was nice. Two outs, bottom of the second. And we got a runner over at first. And the pitch is wide for a ball to Joshua Palacios. My real favorite player is Rhys Hoskins. Rhys Hoskins was a good one. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Bottom of the second. Phillies lead it 2-0. They scored both of their runs in the top of the second, thanks to a sac fly by Wes Wilson and an RBI single by Garrett Stubbs. The 1-1 delivery, swing and a miss. It was on a four-seamer at 91 miles per hour. Jesus, I actually banned him. He wasn't being nice. 1-2 pitch. That's low. It was in the dirt for ball 2. Palacios made a really nice catch. That was to end the top of the first inning. Actually, it was to start off the top of the first. Forgot Harper flied out to right to end the inning, but Schwarber's the one that got robbed. 2-2 pitch on the way. Swung on, backhanded up the middle by Sosa, and he'll just take it to the bag and get Tellez out by force to end the inning. So, no runs. 1 man left. And we head to the top of the third. 2-0 Phils. Play-by-play with JJ. Are you ready for World Series in Red October? I am. Oh, I am, man. I am, for sure. Jesus, I'm the one that banned him. So don't. Come on, man. We got 3,474 subs. Make sure y'all like and subscribe to the channel. Wants to get to 3,500 today. I think we can do it. We're heading to the top of the third. Mod Squad, let's get a like count. Let's get a like count on here. How many likes do we have? Let us know down below. Spike that like, says Michael. What's up, Michael? How you doing, man? Thanks so much for coming on here. Appreciate it. Got the mocha frappe today from Starbucks. That's what we got. Let us know in the poll, who would you spend a day with that's on the current Phillies roster right now? If it's not one of those guys that's in the poll, comment down below who you would like to spend the day with. Mine would be Aaron Nola. I would like, with Aaron Nola, what would I do with him during the day? I would obviously spend some time on the diamond with him and have a catch with him. But the other thing I'd probably do with Nola is I'd like to interview him. I mean, I'd like to interview anybody, but I think that he has an interesting story. You know, he's been here the longest on this current Phillies roster, and I'd ask him a lot of questions. You know, him being there when Cole Hamels was still here, I'd ask about guys on the team. I would actually do a podcast with him, and then I'd like to have some dinner with him. So I think that'd be really cool. 1 ball, no strikes in the pitch, and that is taken low for ball 2 to Kyle Schwarber. Stubbs might be the most fun, says Larry. Stubbs would be a good one. Marsh would be fun. Marsh is a character. 2-0 pitch, and that is up high for ball 3. I think that out of all the 4 teams, this team has the most swag. Would you agree with that? I think that this team, out of all the other teams in Philadelphia, I think that they have the most swag. I do. And that's no disrespect to any of the other teams, but if I'm going to a party, I want to party with these guys. 3 balls, 1 strike, and the pitch. And that is taken outside for ball 4, and Schwarber gets on with a leadoff walk in the top of the third. Phillies were able to send 6 men up to the plate in the top of the second. And they're looking to try to replicate that. I spent a day with Zach Wheeler. Wheeler's a good one. What's up, everybody? Thank you all so much for coming in. Pitch on the way, and that is swung on and fouled behind the plate. Taking off the mask is the catcher, Bart, and he looks up, and it's out of play. Charge! Nothing in one to Trey Turner. Gonzales gets set just at the belt. And the pitch. And that is wide. Taken all the way for ball one. I'd take Pache to the batting cage and help him work on this swing. I'd buy him lunch, though. They're funny. 1-1. It's popped up, and it's a foul ball towards the first base side. Make it 1-2. What would you tell him about his swing? Like, how would you coach him? Maybe that's a lot to type. I won't hurt you with that. Schwarber would be a cool guy to have a beer with. See, I'd go bowling with Schwarber. I feel like he's just that type of guy that I would just bowl with. You know what I mean? 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the pitch. And that is in the dirt for ball 2. I do. I think he'd be really cool to go bowling with. But then I'd be a little bit embarrassed because he'd probably mollywop me. I don't know. I just have that feeling. I feel like he's a good bowler. 2-2 pitch. That is sky-high towards right field. And Joe comes in towards the line. He has to run in a long ways, and he'll be there to track it down and catch it to get the first out made. Turner now 0 for 2. And here comes Bryce Harper, who is third in the National League in home runs this season. He's tied with Christian Walker with 22. Ohtani is 29. Ozuna has 28. The pitch to Bryce Harper. That is belted, but it's a foul ball. Which player, not person? Okay, but if it's a person, you'd hang out with Rob Thompson. The ball is 1 strike. Harper wearing the white batting gloves. And in the count 0-1, and he takes the next pitch just inside for a ball. But yeah, I think that this team is the most swag. Harper had his 700th career extra base hit last night. His last 3 extra base hits have been home runs. 1-1. That is flied out towards left field. It's not that deep. It was on a curveball, and Reynolds doesn't even have his sunglasses on, doesn't have to move, and he catches it to get the second out recorded. Harper also had his 900th RBI on April 16th. His 1,000th run scored on April 2nd. And his 1,500th hit on September 12th of last year. 2 outs in the pitch. Fly ball hit out over towards right field. It's heading towards the line, and it goes out of play. NBA has a huge identity issue. I'd have to think about that one. I'd have to think about that. Because that could mean a lot of things. The ball is 1 strike. And the pitch is inside and in the dirt. That's an interesting thing you bring up. I'll have to think about that. One ball, 1 strike. The next pitch is going to be fouled towards the first base side. Look at the NHL. Let's be honest, though. Hockey is not an easy sport. Basketball, there's not as much equipment. You can play almost in any sort of a climate. It's like the second most popular sport in the world. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the next pitch, and that is fouled away. I'd say in regards to its attractiveness, from an overall perspective, the NBA has the more attractive sport. If you were to ask people what the more attractive sport is, a lot of people, and I'm not saying this is my opinion, but this is what other people would say. Other people would say it's basketball. I know that. The pitch and net is grounded foul. It gets covered more. They have more media rights. They've invested a lot of money into the NBA. One player has that impact, correct. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Alec Bohm. And the next pitch is way up high for ball 2. Don't forget to like and don't forget to subscribe as well. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Marco Gonzales on the bump. 2 outs. And the pitch is fouled back towards the backstop. Three seconds left on the pitch clock. And the 2-2 is low. It's a cutter at 86 miles per hour. Payoff pitch. That is popped up towards shallow left center field. Palacios will call off Reynolds. And he's there to make the catch. And we go to the bottom of the third. 2-0 Phils. Connor Joe, Joey Bart, and Andrew McCutchen are all coming up. But see, it's interesting because it brings up an interesting point that we don't really think about as people, you know. Sometimes, like, and I'm not trying to get political here at all, but I learned in a couple of my classes, right, that sometimes the reason why people don't make it into the majors or even some of these other sports like football and even hockey is because you gotta be in an area where they have access to equipment, access to a rink, right? Got to be able to pay for travel. Obviously, for baseball, you got to have cleats, got to have a glove, and you know that's just for equipment and for traveling. You know, with soccer and with basketball, all you got to do is just have access to a court. You got to have a ball, and of course, you have to be able to have, a facility to play. Yeah, okay, you need an air pump too, but it's less of a demand, and it just raises it raises some interesting questions on why basketball is more popular than some of these other sports because of that. The pitch, that's taken for a strike. Comes Connor Joe to the plate. And the next pitch is low for a ball. But some of us don't really have to think about that. Some of us just don't think about that. But that matters. Pitch. It swung on and missed. One-two pitch. Ground ball. Hit over to shortstop. It's played on the bounce by Turner, and the throw across the diamond is in time. And there's one out in the bottom of the third. One gone in the bottom of the third. And the pitch to Bart is low and outside for a ball. Joey batting .239. He has 6 homers and 20 RBI. All right, how many likes do we have, Mod Squad? You never give me a like count. The pitch way up high for a ball. I think it helps that baseball has the simplest key rules on how to play. That's an interesting point, too. 1-0 pitch. And that is taken for a ball. Two balls, no strikes. One out. Bottom of the third. And the pitch is taken for a strike, and it's now a 3-1 count. Was now 42, or was 42 and now 52. Thank you. 3-1 pitch. And Bart thought it was ball 4, but it was a called strike anyways. Strike 2. Michael says NBA is going downhill with too many threes and fluff fouls. Give me 90s basketball. NFL is more popular, in my opinion. For sure, absolutely. For sure. 3-2 pitch on the way. That's on the inside corner for a called third strike. And Joey Bart strikes out looking. And Tyler Phillips able to get his first strikeout on the day. Wow. Nice pitch. That was a good one. 2 outs. Here comes Kutch. Takes a strike. It was a sweeper at 82 miles per hour. The ball is 1 strike. And the next one just misses for a ball. Phillips kicks and fires and throws a pitch that is hit by McCutchen out towards center field for a base hit. There's a 2-out single by Andrew McCutchen. George Springer just hit his second home run of the day for the Astros. Just got that alert on my phone. Derek Hall ended up going 3 for 3 yesterday and getting his 70th career homer with Lehigh Valley, which is the most in Iron Pigs history. How about that? Pitch, and that's taken for a ball. If we get to 100 likes, we get to raid somebody. So let's do that. One ball, no strikes to Brian Reynolds, batting on the left side. Wow. That's wild. The 1-0 pitch, inside and low. Came in at 82 miles per hour. That'll make the count now 2-0. Two outs, bottom of the third. Phillies lead 2-0. They scored both runs in the top of the second. And the next pitch misses inside for ball 3. Phillips kicks and deals, and 3-0 pitches inside and low. So there's a walk on 4 pitches allowed by Phillips. And that's going to put 2 runners on. And O'Neill Cruz is coming up to bat. So Connor Joe grounded out. Bart struck out looking. And then McCutchen singled out to center. And Reynolds just walked. 2 runners on and 2 outs in the bottom of the 3rd. The pitch to O'Neill Cruz. Check swing. Did he go? Third base umpire says no. Toronto has a 3-0 lead. Just mentioned that George Springer has 2 homers already. The 1-0 pitch. That is taken. It was a curveball that just misses, and I don't think Rob was happy about that call. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. We get to 100 likes. We get to go raid somebody. Come on, man. I want to go raid somebody. I don't know about y'all, but I do. The pitch on the way. That was a little bit low, but at that time, Tyler Phillips gets the generous call. We also need 23 more subs so we get to 3,500. 2 balls, 1 strike to O'Neill Cruz. And the next pitch, swing and a miss on the sweeper that disappeared out of the strike zone. It just dipped. So far, 51 pitches by Tyler Phillips. 2 balls and 2 strikes to O'Neill Cruz. The next pitch, swung on and missed. O'Neill Cruz decided to go after the curveball again. And Phillips was like, yep, I'm going to throw you the same type of pitch, but he threw it a little bit more inside. And, well, that's going to end the inning. So, no runs, 2 men left, some traffic on the bases. And we played 3 full innings and head to the top of the 4th. Phillies up 2-0. Okay. We went with the mocha frappe today. Time to take a sip of that bad boy. All right. Thumbs up. Subscribe. Bell. That's all I need y'all to hit. You're also more than welcome to donate to the channel, too. I may not get to all your chats, but if you have something that you have to say, Super Chat is the way. You got something that you want to say? Super Chat is the way. You got some? Actually, wait. I got a better one. You got something that you want to say? Super Chat JJ. I like that better. I like that better a lot. That's really cool. You learn as you go. If you got something that you want to say, Super Chat JJ. It's 2:28 p.m. Eastern Time. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. Comment on the poll question. Who would you spend the day with on this current Phillies roster? Who would it be? What would you do? And why? Larry said that he would get drunk with Kyle Schwarber and get arrested. Kathy Ann said that she'd spend the day with Bryson Stott because she caught his foul ball during batting practice last year. Mocha Frappes JJ speak for straight vodka. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. I say frappe. Do you say frappe? Is that the South Jersey, Philadelphia way of saying it? I like to say frappe. Java chip frappes are the real party. Now you're not wrong about that either. Those are very good comments by the both of you. 1 ball, no strikes to Nick Castellanos. Steven would go to a barbecue with Brandon Marsh. That's cool. I like that. Next pitch, Nez swung on and missed for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Castellanos 0 for 1. He fouled out. And his first at bat. And he'll slice the next pitch out of play. Came in at 89 miles per hour. So Marco Gonzales, he's 32 years old. Used to play for the Gonzaga Bulldogs. He actually won West Coast Conference Player of the Year when he was a Pitcher of the Year when he was a freshman. It's back over 10 years ago. Pitch. Now it's taken for ball 2. Was drafted in the 2013 draft by the St. Louis Cardinals as the 19th overall pick in the first round. Trying to think of who went before him. Chris Bryant went before him. Mark Appel was the first overall pick. Austin Meadows was the 9th pick. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch on the way. Fly ball hit out over towards straightaway center field, and it hits off the top of the wall, and Castellanos with another day at second base, getting on with a double. And this time it's a leadoff double by Casti. I know in his last 3 games he has doubled, so he's doubled in each game of this series. Is he on a 3-game double streak? Is that your daily double by Castellanos? Is that how we're going to have to score these things now? Just like Jeopardy? A double by Castellanos. And Sosa comes up and stares at a cutter that misses on the misses just inside. Since June 17th, he has 13 extra base hits, Castellanos. That's in 27 games with 19 RBI. 19 homers, that'd be ridiculous. Could you imagine? One ball, 1 strike to Edmundo Sosa. The pitch swung on and missed. 40 more likes to the raid. Let's go, baby. Edmundo's 1 for 1. He doubled in the second and also scored a run as well. Tries to call for time, and he gets his wish granted. Sosa has scored 27 runs on the season before today. 1-2. Fly ball, hit out towards left field. It's hooking foul and stays foul. Looking back at that 2013 MLB draft. 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss, and Sosa got fooled on the changeup. And he shakes his head and walks back to the dugout. Whew. You know, here in South Jersey, it was pretty cloudy. It looked like it was going to rain when first pitch started. Now it's very sunny. The pitch, and that's taken for a strike. We could use some rain, though, for our plants. The 0-1, swing and a miss to Wes Wilson. Anybody have a garden? We have a garden here at our house. It's really, really nice. The ball's 2 strikes. We got beans. We got tomatoes. Tomatoes have not come up yet, though. The 0-2 swung on and missed, and Wilson strikes out. And there's back-to-back Ks by Marco Gonzales. But anybody into gardening? Or landscaping? 2 outs. Top of the 4th. Castellanos got on with a leadoff double. He's over at second base, and Stubbs will punch the first pitch foul. Watermelon in mine. Wow. The ball is one strike, and the throw back over to second. Castellanos was dancing off the bag, but thank goodness it was dropped by O'Neal Cruz. I think he would have been out. Let's see again. Let's go back to the replay angle. He may have been out if O'Neal Cruz didn't catch that. No, his left hand did get in there, but it would have been close. So Cruz dropped it. Did not get too far away from him. The ball is one strike, and the next pitch, it hits the knob of the bat, and Stubbs stays alive. It's an 0-2 count. Almost got a piece of him. Just hit the knob, though. Yep. That's square on the bottom part of the bat. Really? Fly equals fly. Really? The ball is 2 strikes. And the next pitch, line drive, and it is caught by O'Neal Cruz. He backhanded it and just caught it right before it hit the dirt. And the inning is over. Castellanos gets a leadoff double, and that's it. Nothing else to it. 2 strikeouts in the inning by Marco Gonzales, and a line out by Garrett Stubbs, and we head to the bottom of the 4th. It's 2-0 Philadelphia. Good stuff. All right, come on, man. Let's get to 3,500 subscribers. I'd love to be able to do that today. We're getting close. Tomorrow, the Phillies will play the Twins. They start off their 3-game series at Target Field. First game will be at 7:40 tomorrow night. Then it's 7:40 on Tuesday night. And then it's 1:10 on Wednesday afternoon. Then they have an off day on Thursday and come home and play the Cleveland Guardians. JJ, what do you mean? What do you have in my garden? In our garden, we got eggplant, we got lettuce, we got beans. What else do we have? We have oh my gosh, what's it called? Why am I blanking out? Basil in our garden as well. And peppers. So, some good stuff, man. It takes time. And, I give my dad a lot of credit for being able to work on that a lot. But, it's nice to get back to nature. And it's nice to be able to have things made for yourself, Yes. Also have a lot of birds. We've been getting a lot of hummingbirds. We have a little hummingbird feeder. We put in some sugar water. Also have some bird food and all different types of bird feeders. And we have a lot of action going on there. All right, bottom of the 4th. Here we go. Nick Gonzales will take a curveball at 79 miles per hour that just catches the top third of the zone for strike 1. 1-0 pitch. Line drive it out over towards left center field, and that's going to drop in for a hit. And Gonzales, who ended up getting the walk-off hit 2 nights ago, able to get on with a leadoff single. Also nice to be on a couch in the air conditioning. Yeah, it is nice, but vitamin D is important. Varmints keep eating my garden. That's the thing you got to watch out for. Got to watch out for the squirrels. Got to watch out for all the other creatures. One ball, no strikes to Rowdy Tellez. Batting on the left side. Tyler Phillips still pitching. He has 55 total pitches today for the Phils. Tellez 1 for 1. He had 2 sac flies in the first game of this series. The pitch on the way. And then is swung on and missed. Count is 1-1. Tellez did single earlier in the game. And the 1-1 pitch popped up, hit out over towards the third base side. Turner will call off Bohm, and he'll squeeze it to get the first out. Battled a lot of bugs and fungi this year. Most of our garden is done, says the Hot Corner. We did get a good harvest of spinach, lettuce, and some tomatoes. They say that's Swiss chard? Is that how you say it? The pitch, and that's taken for a ball. Never heard of that before. Put marigolds around our garden varmints. Or put marigolds around your garden varmints will not like them. 1-0 pitch is taken for ball 2. Phillips has gone to his sweeper about 34% of the time today. The sinker at 33. 2-0 pitch. Misses again. Just inside. Phillips is 6'5", weighs 225 pounds. He's from Lumberton, New Jersey. The pitch on the way. Ground ball hit over to third. This could be a double play. The flip over the second. There's one to throw to first. And around the horn double play to end the inning. There you go. And we head to the top of the 5th. Phillies lead it 2-0 on a 5-4-3 double play to end the inning. Cabrian Hayes ends the inning for the Pirates. Okay. 5-4-3 double play. Good stuff. Whoa. That was weird. That was wild. Called it. You definitely called it. How many likes do we have? How many likes do we have, guys? Make sure you hit the thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button as well. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. Talk about all different types of stuff on here as we do play-by-play. We do play-by-play for Phillies baseball, Sixers basketball, and Eagles football, but we also have podcasts on here as well. Algorithm just likes to pick up our play-by-plays because it's in the title, man. And we do go on for that. Very consistent. All right, 2:43 p.m. Eastern Time. It is Sunday, July 21st. Can you believe it is July? It's almost the end of July, man. Where does the time go? Where does it go, man? It's crazy. Year has gone by really, really fast. I think the dude has abandoned us. No, he hasn't abandoned us. He's just on a different time zone, and I'm sure that he'll check in. The question is, how's Mike? That's my concern. I really hope Mike is okay. So, he's been on my mind. I think he reached out to me on Discord once, so I'll have to reach out to him and see if I can get in touch. Pitch, and that's taken inside and low to Christian Pache. So 9-1-2 due up in the order for the Fightins. The 1-0 swing and a foul ball. Where's Bryson Stott at? He's not here today in the lineup. Can I take a message for you? Would you like to speak to him? Marsh isn't in the lineup either. So that means a lefty's pitching. And that is Gonzales. Next pitch. It's taken for a ball, so it's now a 2-1 count. Pache hitting underneath the Mendoza line at 198. 2-1. Another foul ball. Bryce is the man, and he will redeem himself. I'm worried about him. Keep saying it, but I'm going to keep banging that drum until my eyes see something different. Byron Buxton just extended the lead for the Twins. They lead it now 2-1. Pitch on the way. Ground ball into left field for a base hit, and Christian Pache able to get on base today and get a leadoff single. Is that the third inning in a row where the Phillies have gotten the leadoff? No, that's the fourth inning in a row where the Phillies have gotten the leadoff man aboard. Because Bohm had the leadoff single in the second. Schwarber had the leadoff walk in the third. And then Castellanos led off the last inning with a double. The pitch. And that is taken for a strike. I'm tired of it too, Darth Pooh, but I'll tell you what. I gotta be honest with you. Marsh and Stott have not really backed themselves up for Rob not to do it. They have not really been pleading that case. So I have to admit that that they have struggled. The ball is one strike, and the next pitch is taken for strike two. Schwarber down in the count. The pitch inside. One ball, two strikes. And the next pitch, swing and a miss. That was an elevated fastball. And Schwarber strikes out. And the first out of the inning is recorded. Can't break a struggle if you don't get to work through it. Well, I mean, statistically speaking, it's not like that they haven't gotten chances. They just have not been pleading their case. Marsh, well, as Trey Turner's up to bat, he fouls off the first pitch. Marsh is 7 for 49 against lefties. That's not so good. That means he's gotten to see them 49 times. The ball is one strike to Trey Turner. The pitch, that is swung on, hit out towards left field. It is a foul ball, though. I'm just saying that. I'm not saying that's right that he's not playing them, but it'd be something else if they were backing this up, But they're really not pleading that case for Rob to say, "Put me in the lineup against lefties," because they've struggled. They just have. Statistically speaking, they've struggled. Two wrongs don't make a right. The 1-2 pitch popped up, hit out over towards right field. On the run to make the catch is Connor Joe. And there's out number 2. What's Stott against lefties? 19 for 80. It's okay. But even against righties, he's batting .235. So actually, technically speaking, he has had more success against lefties just based on batting average. 2 outs, top of the 5th. A runner on over at first, and Harper comes up and takes the first pitch wide in this at-bat. Harper is flied out twice. His average sits at .297. 22 more subs so we get to 3,500. Let's do it, man. Tell your friends, tell your family members about our channel. We go on here every single day for Phillies baseball, Sixers basketball, and Eagles football. The 1-0 misses again. Wide. Two balls, no strikes. The pitch to Harper. Low and away. Charge! See those Harper emojis in the chat. Come on, man. 3-0 to Harper. Outside for ball 4. That puts 2. And that, I called it a strike? What? Harper dropped the bat. That looked like it was outside. And it was. And the home plate umpire called that a strike. What are we doing? 3 balls, 1 strike to Bryce Harper. And the next pitch, line drive hit out to right field for a base hit. So Harper goes over to first anyways. The only difference is that Pache is going over to third base as the throw is cut off. So Harper does get on nonetheless. And that's going to put runners over at the corners. I mean, that was an egregious call. But good for Harper to still capitalize. Good for Harper to still capitalize there. That was a pretty bad call, though. So now Alec Bohm is coming up. And we have a pitch and change by Derek Shelton. Gonzales' day is done. Charge! All right. While we're in this break, I need y'all to do me a solid and hit the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button as well, and turn on those bell icons. That's all I need you to do. You're also more than welcome to donate to the channel. We're on here every single day, man. And we have a lot of fun doing Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles games. That's what we do. This is the future of sports broadcasting. This is how it's going to be, man. Where is... Oh, that's weird. It's not what I meant to do. I should X out of this, though. Okay. We got 168 people tuning in. I better see 168 likes, man. I better see 168 likes. We have 76. Half of you have not hit the thumbs up button. Come on, man. What are you waiting for? I want us to go raid somebody. And we're not going to do that until we get to 100 likes. I want us to go say hi to other people. That's what I want us to go do. I want us to go give love and support to others that put their... that have been grinding on here. And make sure that we say hi to them. Jesus says, the only reason why I'm against the robots... Why are you against the robots? Sorry. People were chatting and I had to scroll up. Is because I like to see the game stay original as possible. However, yes, you say that now. You say that now. But as time goes on, the one thing I've noticed about the universal DH, at first, people didn't like it. Then guess what? We accepted it. I'm not saying that that's for every single rule change, but the pitch clock was another thing. We've accepted that now. And it's, I don't know, like, the things change. And I think that over time, we'd accept the robotic umps, and there still would be emotion. I don't know. It's an interesting conversation, though. The balls, 1 strike to Alec Bohm as he starts off the at-bat looking at a pitch. The next pitch swung on and missed, and Bryce Harper goes over to second base with a stolen base, and it's an 0-2 count to Alec Bohm. That's going to put 2 runners in scoring position. 4 seconds left on the pitch clock to Alec Bohm. The 0-2. Inside and high for a ball. Bohm is hitting .333 with 2 outs and with runners in scoring position, and has 3 homers and 27 RBI. The 1-2 by Santana. Swing and a miss. Santana went with a 98-mile-per-hour heater, and Bohm slams the bat down as he strikes out swinging, and the Phillies strand 2 men in scoring position. Bottom of the 5th coming up. Phillies still lead it 2-0. Yeah, agreed. We absolutely need an insurance run. What does Lou say? I missed what Lou said. Where's Lou's chat? The pitch clock is amazing. The ratings are up 15% since they put it in. They did, and other people were not for it. Okay, I was one person that was not happy that they banned the shift. But I have to admit, as time went on, I was fine with it. I don't miss the shift anymore. I don't. Yeah, you're getting rid of strategy, but that's the same thing with the DH, and guess what? The game, honestly, the pace, in my opinion, is better, and there's more action. That's all we want. We just want more action. We want to cut off the fat off the bones. Now we got more juice. Now we got more meat, more substance. Okay, toppings are great on a hoagie or on a sandwich. But guess what? I need that roast beef. I'm not just going to eat, lettuce, tomato, and mayo on my hoagie. I gotta get the roast beef. That's the best part. Lou says, I'm glad they banned it, but I get people who didn't like it and said, just hit the other way. Yeah, it was a part of the strategy. But I've accepted that it's gone. Bottom of the 5th. Here we go. Pitch by Palacios is taken for a ball. Worst hoagie metaphor ever. Thanks. Appreciate it. 1-0 pitch. Ground ball hit over towards the first base side. Harper, underhanded flip. Back over towards the pitcher. Tyler Phillips. And there's out number 1. It could be a bad analogy, or it could be a bad metaphor, but as long as you understand the point, that's what matters. Sometimes you got to throw something at the wall and see what sticks. Connor Joe is up to bat, and he skies the first pitch up towards the first base side of the infield, and now it goes into foul ground. Harper does get under it, though, and he's there to make the catch, and there's 2 away, and Stubbs and Harper share a little laugh. Almost collided. So a pop out, or a foul out, over to first, and before that we had a ground out over to first. Got me hungry for some Wawa. Good. Sounds great. 2 outs, the pitch. Ground ball past the diving stops of Turner and Bowman to left field for a base hit. And Joey Bart able to get a 2-out single. Thank you. What did Dustin say? Dustin said, hi, everyone. I'm Dustin. First-time viewer, subbed and liked. Have the TV muted and listening to you. You're putting on a great product, JJ. Well, if it wasn't for viewers like you, this would be boring. So I appreciate you for A, finding the channel, and for B, coming on here, man. Means a lot. First pitch to McCutchen. Fly ball. It's hit out towards left center field. Pache goes towards the alleyway. His cap falls off, and he still makes the catch, and the inning is over. So, quick 5 innings so far, and we head to the top of the 6th. Phillies up 2-0. And again, Dustin, welcome on in. Thank you so much for finding our channel. Appreciate it, man. Round of applause. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, we gotta change this. This goes up. And this goes up. That's the only thing I wish I didn't have to change every time we do this, but it happens. Welcome on in, Dustin. 20 more subs till we get to 3,500, man. No Wawa's here in Arizona, says Kathy Ann. Wawa Pizza has terrible flop. Don't have Wawa hoagies in the Philippines. Bro, if the Phillies ever, if the Phillies ever come and play in the Philippines, they should have Wawa with them. The people that don't know what Wawa is, they're missing out. They are. I think they are. Some people would say, nah, not really. I think that they're missing out. I do. I think it's a part of the South Jersey experience. I do. Especially because we have schwarber. We have bombs. And that's a hoagie. So, I think that's a part of it now. Why does T-Mac scare me by always saying, and it's a high fly ball, when it's just a routine fly out? I don't know. Maybe you have nightmares. I don't know. I can't help you there. I'm not a baseball therapist. I'm a baseball broadcaster. That's what I do. But people do come on here for therapy because guess what? Y'all are Phillies freaks. You're Philly freaks. You guys have Philly fever. And that's okay. That's okay. I may not be a therapist, but I'm right there with you. I sympathize. That's why we have this community. We need help and we don't want to get it. Top of the 6th. 2-0 Phils. Castellanos up at the plate. And the pitch is swung on and missed. It was a slider right down Broad Street. Itchy nose. It's never a good thing. Don't forget to like and don't forget to subscribe. Did we get to our 100 mark yet? Anybody keeping track? We're at 86. 14 more till we get to go raid somebody. Come on. Let's go raid somebody by the top of the 7th. All right? Let's do it by the top of the 7th. We got to get to at least 100. We have 173 people tuning in. Means over 90 of you have not liked. No balls, 2 strikes. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. And the 0-2 is low and outside. So Santana's on the bump for Pittsburgh. He did pitch in last night's game. That's Dennis Santana, the 28-year-old. Castellanos 1 for 2. Had a leadoff double his last time up. And the next pitch, and he stays alive. Tried to chop it towards the first base side. Twins lead 3-1 in the bottom of the 4th against the Milwaukee Brewers. Nationals and Reds tied 2-2 in the bottom of the 5th. 1-2 to Casti. That's a foot off the plate, just outside. Braves, who split the doubleheader yesterday with the Cardinals after getting rained out on Friday night, they're down 4-2 in the bottom of the 6th. Rays lead 3-0 against the Yankees in the bottom of the 4th. Yankees are threatening, though, with 2 runners on and 1 out. 2-2 pitch. Ground ball. Hit over to third base. Getting on one knee is Cabrian Hayes. Gets back up. Throws over to first. Across the diamond. And there's 1 away. 10 more till we go raid somebody. Maybe we'll do it by the bottom of the 6th. Now I got to figure out who to go raid. Who should we raid? We raid the opponent streamers. Usually. The pitch on the way, swing and a miss. It's no 1 count. Oh, I forgot. I forgot to do our fun or on this day in Phillies history. I wrote it down. I have to make sure that I do that every 4th inning. Every bottom of the 4th. The balls, 1 strike. And the pitch, swing and a miss. Make the count now 0-2. I have to make sure I do that every bottom of the 4th. And I wrote it down too. It's right in front of me. 8 seconds left on the pitch clock. Cafe Carmela. Oh, dude, that sounds great. I love Cafe Carmela. My dad and I had those. Man, I could go for that. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. And there's 2 outs. As Sosa strikes out. And there's 2 gone. Don't forget you're more than welcome to hit the super chat button as well and get back to our channel. 11 more likes till we get to 100. Then we get to go raid somebody. The pitch. That is outside for a ball. Wes Wilson had a sac fly back in the top of the 2nd, and then Garrett Stubbs had the RBI single on the following pitch. That's all the offense today. 1-0 pitch. That's on the outside corner for a strike. One ball, 1 strike. Dennis Santana fires the next one, and it's just outside. Two-one pitch. Fly ball hit out over towards straightaway center field. Going back and making the catch is Palacios, and the inning comes to an end. 1, 2, 3 go the Phils. Bottom of the 6th coming up out in Pittsburgh, 2-0 Phillies. What's up, Battle of Gettysburg? Thanks so much for coming on here. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate you for coming on. Who else is streaming the game? Who else is streaming the Pirates game? We could say hi to Orioles Birdwatcher. Joey Wagner's not doing it. Is he the only Pirate streamer that's doing it? Phillies live stream. Phillies live stream. Tyler Phillips is going to go back out there for the bottom of the 6th. Just wanted to make sure I let you know about that. We'll say hi to Philly halftime. We'll go raid him. Once we get to 100. That's who we'll go say hi to. It is Winnie the Pooh. And again, answer the poll question, man. I want to know, if you were to hang out with a Phillies player on this roster, who would it be and why? Spend a day with them. Do whatever the heck you want. What would you do? And where would you go? Who would you do it with? Sith Lord of the Honey Patio. Yeah. I said that I'd spend the day with Aaron Nola. Who would you spend the day with on this current Phillies team, and what would you do? The pitch on the way to Brian Reynolds is taken for a strike. Reynolds did walk back in the third. He's 0 for 1. Like to spend the day with the skipper, Rob Thompson. What would you do with Rob? That's not baseball related. The ball is 1 strike. And the pitch is low for a ball. I didn't say this, but I'd watch a movie with Nola. One ball, 1 strike. And the pitch. Curveball, inside and low. Adam says I talk baseball. What about non-baseball related? Next pitch, swing and a miss. Make the count now 2-2. If it's just baseball, that's cool. But I'd like to know if you do something non-baseball related too, though. The pitch. High and away. O'Neal Cruz is up next. Payoff pitch. Ground ball. It's a foul ball towards the first base side. You go fishing. Do you actually fish? That's pretty cool. How often do you go fishing? 3 balls, 2 strikes. Tyler Phillips on the bump. And the payoff delivery to Reynolds. Swung on and missed. Tyler Phillips gets another strikeout. That's his 3rd one of the day. And there's 1 out in the bottom of the 6th inning. I'm surprised he ended up going to the changeup that time, but it worked. And the pitch. And that is outside and high. 1 ball, no strikes. The next pitch is taken a little bit low. But it's a called strike. 4 more likes gained till we get to 100. Then we get to go raid Philly halftime. That's what we'll raid today. The other guy that we raided that was a Pirates streamer was on last night, so we'll do somebody a little bit different today. Matt Strahm warming up in the Phillies bullpen. He has been really struggling lately. It'd be nice to see him have a good 7th inning. The 1-2 to O'Neal Cruz. Slapped foul. Tyler Phillips does have 77 pitches. The leg kick and the next pitch. That misses outside again. You served in Vietnam back in your day. Wow. Salute to you, man. 2-2 pitch. Line drive, foul ball. So Cruz is up to bat. He's had a very good series against the Phillies. 7 for 14 over his last 7 days. Coming into today. The pitch. And that is a ground ball pulled over towards the right side. It's gobbled up by Sosa. And the toss over to first is in time for out number 2. Two gone. And the pitch to Gonzales. A foul ball. This says I lost count, but I'm born in 1941. The pitch. It's now a 1-1 count. Is that true, though? Pitch on the way. Ground ball foul again towards the third base dugout. Gonzales hitting .265. He has 5 homers and 37 runs produced. 1 for 2 today. He did single back in the 4th. Also flied out to left in the 2nd. The pitch. Low and away. Did we get to 100 likes yet? 2 balls, 2 strikes. The next pitch popped up, hit out over towards the first base side. Harper's there, and he makes the catch, and the inning is over. So, another 1-2-3 inning, and we head to the top of the 7th. We need 4 more likes to get to 100 in order for us to go raid somebody, and we're not going to do it in the bottom of the 7th. We're going to have to do it in the 8th inning. Come on, man. Need y'all to pull in for me. I have 182 people tuning in. We're not even at 100 likes. We're not even there. Does this mean we don't get to raid? Oh, we will. Just not in this inning. Because some people haven't hit the like button. We only raid somebody when we get 100 likes. I wanted us to get to it by the 7th, the top of the 7th, but we did not reach that goal. $20 more subs till we get to 3,500 as well. So my name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. We're on for Phillies baseball, Sixers basketball, and Eagles football in here. That's what we do. 15-game streak. What's up? What's up, 15-game streak? JJ, you do a great job. We all appreciate your commentary. Keep it going. You're building something day by day. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. I do. That means a lot to me. You know, I love how people get to come on here and express their opinions. You know, we may not always agree on things, and sometimes I don't like to read comments. Sometimes I don't get a chance to read people's comments. But at the end of the day, we're a family on here, okay? And people, I hope, are respectful on here. That's how I make it. That's the way I conduct this channel. But, you know, the number one thing is to always do the play-by-play. There we go. We're at 100 now. There we go. 100! All right, we'll do it in the top of the 8th. Pitch on the way, and that's up high for a ball. So we'll go raid somebody in the top of the 8th. We'll go do Philly halftime because there's only one Pirate streamer that's on right now, and that's the guy that we raided last night. So we'll do Philly halftime because why not? The 1-0 pitch taken for strike 1 at 96 miles per hour. Garrett Stubbs up to bat. Count is 1-1. 8 seconds left on the pitch clock. And the pitch to Stubbs is dribbled foul. Yeah. The main thing is, like, as great as this community is, and it's always important for me to try to engage with people, I always feel that. But the number one thing for me that separates myself is doing the play-by-play. That's number one. The pitch on the way, and that's taken for strike 2. Just like right there, I should have been ready for the pitch, but I was caught up in saying something else. But that's part of the practice. 2-2, inside and low. Nicholas is on the mound. 5 pitches so far, and they've all come in this at-bat, obviously. He is the third pitcher used today by the Pirates. 2-0 Phils, and the payoff pitch to Stubbs, way inside. It nearly hit Stubbs over towards the elbow. But there's a leadoff walk to start off the top of the 7th. What if we rate a Brave streamer? We've done that a couple of times. We're close to actually almost all of them. We are. CeeLo's great. Dixon Way is great. They're our friends. Pache is up to bat and tries to knock down the first pitch, but he misses it, and there was a little glance by Joey Bart back over to first. Pache is 1 for 2 with a single in the 5th. 4 seconds left on the pitch clock. Toss back over to first, and Stubbs gets back in there safely without a tag. George! 0-1. Popped foul behind the plate. Come on, where are my members at? Throw me some emojis on here, man. There's a Twinkie streamer. I don't know who you're talking about. I don't know who you're talking about. The pitch, and that's low for a ball. What? What? I don't even want to know. That's wild. What? That's like so random. 1-2 pitch. And that is another foul ball. The Twins streamer? That's not a Twinkie. There's a difference between a twin, a twinkle, and a Twinkie. 1-2 pitch, and that is low and outside for ball 2. Jorge Soler just hit a 478-foot home run. Jeez. That's a long ways. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch on the way. Strike 3 called. It rings up Pache, and Nicholas strikes him out. And there's 1 away. How about Jim Leyland going into the Baseball Hall of Fame today? Pat Neshek, of course, he's a former Philly as well, said that he was managed by him during the 2017 World Baseball Classic. Adam says jokingly. That was funny. You got me there. He was lucky enough to see you guys managed by him in the 2017 World Baseball Classic. Seeing him dance while drinking champagne when we won the gold was a highlight I'll never forget, Pat Neshek said. That's funny. Can you imagine that? That's pretty cool. Here comes Kyle Schwarber, and the first pitch is swung on and missed. What's up, David? How you doing, man? Thanks for coming on. Don't forget, come on, hit the bell icon, and hit the thumbs up. That's all we ask. The ball is 1 strike to Kyle Schwarber. 1 gone, top of the 7th. The windup and the pitch on the outside corner, painted perfectly on the outside edge for strike 2. Time called by Schwarber. And he'll take a step out of the box. Oh, 2 pitch. Ground ball hit over towards the first base side. The throw over the second, and it is dropped by Cruz, but wait, they said that he had it, and he tied the bag, and then just bobbled it. And Rob says, put on the headsets because I don't think he had control of the baseball even when he caught it. Huh. That's weird. He has really struggled defensively over at shortstop this series. That came out of the glove. He didn't even catch it. And then he tried to, as soon as he dropped it, Stubbs was sliding into second base. I can understand why he didn't want to go for it because Stubbs was right there. And it bounced right when Stubbs was sliding. But he took his eyes off the baseball again. That's like the third game in a row where he is just messed up defensively. And the Phillies have every right to challenge this. So there should be one out. Stubbs should be safe over at second. And then Schwarber should be safe over at first. That should just be an E6. That could have been a double play. He didn't have control, but they ain't going to overturn this. Well, there's concrete evidence that he took his eyes off the ball and that the ball didn't even go into his glove. Now, to be fair, the umpire over at second base, Doug Eddings, I don't think he had the best view. So, I'm going to see this again. It was a good throw. It popped out of his glove. It easily popped out of his glove. He caught it. Now, his bare hand, I think, was there to secure the catch. You know, I think that that's what the rule should be. Because it wasn't like he had control of the ball in his throwing hand. So, the call is overturned, and everybody's safe. Told you, he didn't have full control. And now Trey Turner is up to bat. Let's see those Turner emojis, baby. Come on. We're good he dropped it. The pitch on the way. Ground ball into right field for a base hit. Stubbs is rounding third base. Connor Joe's throw to the plate is not in time. Schwarber goes over to third, and it's 3-0 Phils. RBI opposite field single by Turner. Let's go. Let's see those bell emojis in the chat. That error was crucial and critical. Here we go. RBI single, and now Bryce Harper is coming up to bat. And time called on the mound. Let's see those Phillies emojis in the chat. Come on. Top of the seventh. 1 out. And Harper steps into the box. He's 1 for 3. Singled and stole a base. All right. Here he is. Runners at the corners. 1 out. The first pitch to Harper. Swung on, smacked over towards the first base side, and the throw over to first is in time. However, Schwarber does score, and Turner goes over to second, and the Phillies get another run on the RBI ground out by Harper. A productive out, and that's all that matters. Not a fastball right down the middle. Just could not get it through the hole. But Turner's in scoring position. And now it's Alec Bohm who's coming up to bat. The pitch to Bohm. And that was clearly a strike, but somehow, some way, Hemil Jimenez with another egregious call to the ball. Whew. 1 ball, no strikes. Nicholas thought about winding up, but decided to look back over at second base. Strom and Marte getting warmed up in the Phillies pen. 1-0 is the count to Bohm. The leg kick and the next pitch way up high at 97. It's a 2-0 count. How is that first pitch not a strike? I mean, we'll take it, but 2-0 to Bohm. Ground ball into left field for a base hit. Turner's rounding third, and they'll score, and Alec Bohm comes through with an RBI single. A 3-run inning for the Fightins. Let's go. How about that? Back-to-back RBI for the Phils. Now here's Castellanos, and he fouls off the first pitch. It's an 0-1 count. We got a $2 donation from our boy Jason. Thank you so much. Appreciate the $2 super chat. He says, I'll take an RBI ground out. The 0-1 misses outside for a ball. See, I wonder if it was a 1-1 count if he would have swung at that. 3 runs in the 7th inning, all by Philadelphia. Castellanos 1 for 3. The 1-1 that Casty swung on and missed. I try to plan these things out, Kathy. I do. I'm pretty good with figuring out the vibes. I am. I try. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the next pitch is low and outside for ball 2. See, I got to build it up. As soon as Bohm got the hit, I was like, okay, that's where the fireworks come. You know? First RBI, I was like, eh. Second one, I was like, eh. This one, I was like, all right. They deserve that. 2-2 pitch to Castellanos. Swung on, hit out over towards right field. It's going into the corner, and it is a foul ball, and Joe runs out of room. And Casty will have to go back to the plate. We got 230 people watching. Make sure y'all like and subscribe and hit those notification bell icons, and that way you'll know when we go live for a Phillies, a Sixers, or an Eagles game. 83 degrees out at PNC Park. Castellanos has to go get a new bat because the other one broke. And he'll step into the box. Nicholas, 25 pitches in this inning, and I'm surprised that Derek Shelton hasn't pulled him. But again, the potential inning-ending double play, that came back to bite the Pirates with O'Neal Cruz's terrible defense. The 2-2 to Castellanos, swing and a miss as he goes after the curveball. It was at the knees. And Nicholas wins that battle, but the Phillies do win the inning and get 3 runs on an RBI single by Trey Turner and Alec Bohm, and an RBI ground out by Bryce Harper. It's stretch time at PNC. We go to the bottom of the 7th, 5-0 Phils. All right, trivia time, baby. I'm going to ask you a Phillies trivia question. And, of course, as we go to the bottom of the 7th inning, the 7th inning trivia question is brought to you by Ethan Baumholtz of Advisors Mortgage. If you're looking to purchase or refinance a primary residence, a second home, or investment property in New Jersey or Pennsylvania, my guy Ethan has you covered. He's a friend of mine. He also was my former coach, and he's been an incredible mentor for me. He has over 20 years of experience. He is dedicated to making your mortgage process smooth and stress-free. So make sure that you call him today at 609-230-5558 or email him. The email is in the description, and so is the phone number. Here's the trivia question. So I'm going to ask you it, and if you get it right, you'll hear this. If you get it wrong, you'll hear this. Okay. Today's Phillies trivia question is the following. How many strikeouts did Joe Blanton collect during his 2009 season with the Phillies? How many strikeouts did Joe Blanton have? Let us know down below. Let us know, baby. How many strikeouts did he have in the 2009 season? That's Joe Blanton. Your brother played on the Pirates back in the day. I feel like you're joking about that. If you were joking about the Vietnam thing, that's not cool, though. How many strikeouts did Joe Blanton have in the 2009 season with the Phils? 110. That is incorrect. A milli. No, 135. Nope. 3 guesses, and you're out. 163. Correct, Sam. Sam got it, baby. 163 strikeouts Joe Blanton did have with the Phillies back in 2009. Good job, Sam. Good job. Let's go. All right. Bottom of the 7th. In case you are just tuning in, the Phillies had 2 runs in the top of the 2nd, thanks to an RBI single by Garrett Stubbs, and before that it was a sac fly by Wes Wilson. And then, in the top of the 7th, Phillies had an RBI single by Trey Turner and Alec Bohm, and got an RBI ground out from Bryce Harper. And that's how they lead it 5-0. Tyler Phillips got the start today for the Phils. He went 6 innings, allowed 4 hits, and had 3 strikeouts on 85 pitches. He looked really sharp out there today. It seemed like that he knew what to go with, and he executed on all his pitches. Junior Marte is going to come on in for the Phillies. He has a 3.31 ERA. He got called back up to the Phillies. They had to send down Michael Mercado. They optioned him back to AAA, and Marte got called back up. Phillies are 7.5 games above the Atlanta Braves, and the Braves right now are trailing 5-2 in the top of the 8th against the Cardinals. I used to know how many strikeouts Blanton had in every season of his career, but I forgot, says Larry. I don't know if you're being serious or if you're being sarcastic. I think you're being sarcastic. I think I smell sarcasm there. Bottom of the 7th. Are you just being salty because you didn't get the answer correct? Or are you being serious, though? The pitch, and that is low for a ball. I know how many postseason homers he had. That was funny. The 1-0 pitch, and that is taken on the outside edge for a strike. One ball, 1 strike to Rowdy Tellez. 5, 6, and 7 due up in the order for the Pirates. The pitch, and that misses inside for ball 2. How did Marte do in his last outing? I guess not so good before he got sent down. 2-1, and that's inside and low for ball 3. Because the only game I missed was July 4th that I can remember. Maybe that was not such a good outing for him. I don't know. 3 balls, 1 strike. And the pitch, and that is fouled off. Larry says, of course I'm being sarcastic. No one knows that. Well, it's a trivia question. Sometimes I gotta make it hard. Of course I'm sarcastic. But Larry knows everything. Larry knows. Bo knows, but Larry knows too. 3-2 pitch. And it was a little bit low, but it's a called strike 3 to Rowdy Tellez. I can't believe it, but I also can. And Marte gets a strikeout, and there's the first out of the inning. Wow. I can't believe he called that a strike. Pitch was below the knees. But yet again, I can believe it. The pitch on the way to Cabrian Hayes. And that is way inside for ball 1. So for 2. Popped out and grounded into a double play. Well, if you want to argue about what's trivia or not, this is the book. The Ultimate Philadelphia Phillies Trivia Book. And that was in there. So apparently that is technically a trivia question. 2 balls, 1 strike. We're in the bottom of the 7th with 1 out. Josh Fleming is warming up in the Pirates' pen. 10 seconds left on the pitch clock. Marte kicks and fires. And it's low for ball 3 at 98 miles per hour. Three balls, 1 strike. Marte gets set at the letters and throws it, and it is fouled away. Larry says, yeah, I've got that book. You're funny. Payoff delivery. Fly ball hit out over to right field, and Castellanos makes the sliding catch. No, they didn't rule it as a catch. They ruled it as a base hit. I thought it landed into the glove before it hit the ground. Let's see again. Could have just been a weird angle. Let's see. Did he catch it? No, he trapped it. It bounced right on the turf first. And then he fielded it. So it was just a little bit late. And there's a 1-out single. Just barely bounced on the dirt. 1 out. Bottom of the 7th. The runner on over at first, and Palacios is up. And the pitch is wide. Pitch, and that's taken for ball 2. Larry, I'm gonna write a book that says I hit 1,000 home runs. True or false? He says so. It has to be true. I'm gonna write a book that says I hit 1,000 home runs, so it has to be true. The 2-0 pitch, and that's inside for ball 3. I don't know why I'm laughing, but I think that's really funny. 3-0 pitch, and that's taken for a strike. Marte gets set above the letters. Kicks, steals, and the next pitch, line drive it out over to center field. On the run is Pache, and he does make the catch. It was a sinking line drive, but he still caught it, and there's 2 away. Marte's trade bait won't work. 2 outs. Bottom of the 7th. Marte is in the game for the Phils. Marte really hasn't had a bad season. 2 outs, and the pitch. Taken for a strike. Got 213 people tuning in. Make sure all 213 of you hit the thumbs up button, baby. We're going to go rate Philly halftime when we go to the top of the 8th. 2 outs and the 0-1 outside. Trade Marte straight up for Paul Skeens. Trade him, honestly, trade him for, you got to trade him for Chapman. The 1-1. Fly ball hit out over towards right center field. On the run is Castellanos, and this time he does make the catch. And the inning is over. All right, time to go to the 8th inning. Before we do that, let's go rate our boy Philly halftime. Come on, baby. All right, I'm going to drop the link down below, and we're going to go say hi to our boy Philly halftime. All right? That's what we're going to do. So let's do that right now. Philly halftime. There he is. Okay. He has 864 subs. We got to get him to 900. Let's go get him to 900. I'm going to drop the link right now. There he is. Click the link. and let's go say hi to halftime.
Let's fucking go.
Ugh. Halftime. Did you have to curse?
How to play small ball. That's how you win.
That's how you win. It
I
is.
don't understand this home run derby, like a home run thing where I'm always going to take the cover off the ball.
There we go.
Let's go, Pirates.
Yes, sir.
Congratulations for there's a raid.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for the raid.
There is a raid.
JJ with the raid. Appreciate you guys.
Come on, let's see who else goes on over.
Thank you, JJ. You are the man.
Yes, sir. Larry's there. Big Cot's there.
Appreciate you
KGB's
guys.
there. You're the man, too, halftime.
What's good, Larry?
I prefer you, JJ. I appreciate that. I just want to support my other fellow streamers, you know. I do. I really want to get halftime over 900 subs. I do. But I appreciate the compliment.
Top of the
Rodney.
8th and the Phillies.
All right.
The Phillies been playing small ball, and that is awesome. Thank you all for the raid. What is
Victor's
good,
there.
everyone? I appreciate
Darth
everybody.
says,
JJ, I appreciate
Darth
you
there
with the
too.
raid.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. All right. All right. Josh Fleming is on the bump, and this is game number 25 for him on the season. He has a 3.99 earned run average. Thank you all so much for helping me raid Philly halftime, man. Appreciate it. Joe Philly's there as well. Y'all are the best. How many subs did we get him to? Did we get him to at least 870? Did we get him to 870? No, he's still at 864. Kathy Ann's there. Good. Good stuff, man. All right. Top of the 8th, the pitch. Ground ball. It's a foul ball towards the third base side. Battle of Gettysburg said, imagine if we had Skeens. Imagine if we had Skeens, Reynolds, Cruz, and Bednar. The 0-1. Fouled away. Yes, sir. We got him. Good. We got him over 20 likes. That's great. That's great, guys. Good. We're showing up to these raids more. I like it. I like it a lot. Good stuff. 0-2 pitch. Wide and a little bit high for a ball. So Sosa's up to bat. It's 1 for 3 today. George! The pitch to Sosa. Swung on and hit out towards left field. It's going foul, and it stays foul. Darth, even halftime's chat doesn't like you. Doesn't matter. They're keeping it clean here. They know better. Yes, sir. 1-2 pitch, and that's low for a ball. Darth, were you arguing with somebody on there? I missed that. I totally missed that. I love y'all, man. I do. 2-2 pitch, grounder. Rolled over to third base. Cabrian Hayes has it and throws it over to first for out number 1. What's up, David? David 3000. What's up, man? How you been, bro? Thanks so much for stopping by. Appreciate it, man. They need a safe space. Same dude has been trolling you for weeks. Yeah, man. He's... Yeah. I know who you're talking about. The pitch, and that is outside for a ball. Well, I'm happy that he likes halftime stream. I just hope he keeps it clean on there for his sake, you know. 1-0 pitch, fly ball. It's flared out to center field, and it drops in for a base hit. And there's a 1-out single by Wes Wilson. Comes in with so many alt accounts. All of his stuff is the same, so I've been finally cleaning up. Sick of seeing him trying to start with people. But yeah, he does. He does that. There's people on here that exist like that. You're the one that told me that even on when I was tuning into 97.5 The Fanatic. What was that? That was months ago. Holy moly, that's been a while. The pitch. That's taken for a strike to Garrett Stubbs. Stubbs has singled, walked, and scored a run. Also has an RBI as well. 5-0 Phils. Top of the 8th. The 0-1 delivery. Chopped foul. Mentioned that Josh Fleming is on the bump for Pittsburgh. Some troll we constantly get in here. Well, he gets himself on here. So, I don't get him in here. He chooses. Y'all choose to click on my channel. 0-2 pitch. Fly ball. Base hit out to right field. It takes a bounce in front of Connor Joe, and stopping at second base is Wes Wilson. And we've head back to the top of the order, and here comes Kyle Schwarber to the plate. Schwarbombs, come on. Let's see those emojis. George! Steven says ignore him. Well, that's a little bit hard to do, especially when he's on here trolling. So, we don't accept that. The pitch, and that's inside for a ball. Larry's coming on here with the fire jokes, man. He always does. His new account will be Luke Poo. The 1-0 pitch, and that's inside for ball 2. I thought you were going to say something else. I really did. Oh, gosh. 2-0 pitch. And that's outside for ball 3 to Christian Pache. Did I say Schwarber's coming up? I apologize. It's Christian Pache that's up to bat. 3 balls, no strikes. Schwarber's 0 for 3. He's in the on-deck circle, so I apologize about the confusion. 3-0 pitch. It's popped up, hit out over towards straightaways right center field. And making the catch is Palacios, and tagging up from second and going on over to third base is Wes Wilson. And now we go back to the top of the lineup. And Schwarber's up to bat. Let's go. Last time that we're playing this. George! Schwarber rocking those sunglasses. Steps into the box. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. Has walked and scored a run today. The pitch to Schwarber. And that is low and outside for a ball. Top of the 8th, 5-0 Phillies. And the 1-0 to Schwarber, way inside for ball 2. Schwarber's batting .246. ESPN says that his batting average is 92nd best in all of baseball. So he's in the top 100 in batting average. 2-0. That's inside for ball 3. Take that for what it is. Honestly, for his sake, that's pretty good. A guy that has hit 180 and 190 still gives you production at the plate with the home runs. But for him to hit .246 and yet be effective, that's pretty awesome. The pitch inside for ball 4, and the bases are loaded for Trey Turner. Let's go. Bases loaded, top of the 8th, 2 outs. And the Phillies are looking to open up the floodgates. 4 seconds left on the pitch clock. Fleming on the mound. Pressure's coming to him. And the first pitch, it was outside, and that's a called strike. Come on, man. Come on. Boo! The ball's 1 strike. The pitch to Turner, and that was a foot off the plate. And that makes the count 1-1. I try. Turner has 6 career grand slams and is 2 for 9 with the bases loaded this season with 1 grand slam. The 1-1 to Trey. Ground ball foul. One ball, 2 strikes. I don't know, I felt the need to play that one. I like to play that for foul ball sometimes. 222 people watching. 2 outs. Bases loaded. Top of the 8th. The 1-2 to Turner, and he takes it low. Just in the dirt. Fleming gets set just at the letters. And the next pitch, foul ball by Turner, and he stays alive. Just approaching the 4 o'clock hour. Wilson at third, Stubbs at second, and Schwarber over at first. There's 2 outs in the top of the 8th. Harper's up next. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Trey Turner. 5-0 Phils. The next pitch, in the dirt for ball 3. See him try to whack something here. Wonder if he'll get a fastball. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock, and here's the payoff to Turner. Swung on, hit sharply over to third base, and the throw over to first is in time. Great dig out by Cabrian Hayes. It was hit sharply on the nose, just right at Cabrian, and the inning is over. Phillies leave the bases loaded. And we head to the bottom of the 8th. The Pirates are down to their final 6 outs. Phillies still lead it, though, 5-0. Man. Schwarber walked. Stubbs singled. I think West walked, too. 243 people watching. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. We're on for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game. We have problems, man. We have Philly fever. We are Philly freaks. We don't want to get better. We have issues, and we don't care. If you want to become a part of the Freak Nation, if you enjoy our commentary, our play-by-plays that we do, hit the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button. Algo Gang, do your thing, as always. And support the channel, because y'all are special. Can we ban the trolls, or are they just here? I don't know. Trolls is a great movie. I do. I definitely like Trolls, the movie. Imagine if I just said I like Trolls. I do like some of the Trolls, though. Some of them are pretty funny. There just becomes a point, though, where, you know, enough is enough. 4 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. What are y'all doing here? 218 of you are on here on your lovely Sunday, taking time out of your day, watching either the Phillies blow out the Pirates or the Pirates getting blown out by the Phillies. It's the same thing. I just wanted to word it a different way. Jose Alvarado's going to pitch here. Interesting spot for him. 43rd game of the season. He has a 4.35 ERA and 41 strikeouts in 39 1/3 of an inning. Can't believe that stat is so low on your poll. Yeah, we'll check that out again. Thanks for reminding me. That was a good way to remind me about that because I forgot about my poll. Pitch. That's taken for a strike. Steven, he probably doesn't get attention somewhere else. So that's or she. I don't know if it's a he or a she. 0-1, ground ball, and it's past the diving stop of Turner out to left field for a base hit. And there's a leadoff single to lead off the bottom of the 8th. Good piece of hitting there. And Alvarado honestly just has not looked so sharp during the month. McCutchen is up to bat. So Joey Bart, and I believe is his second hit of the day. McCutchen due up to bat, and he takes the first pitch way up high and inside, and McCutchen got out of the way. Says, I'm fine, and I'll step back into the box. Andrew hit a homer a couple of nights ago against the Phils. Was that last night? It was. Pretty sure it was last night. I'm losing track of my days, guys. That's not good. 1-0, swing and a miss. Now, I could technically turn over the score sheet because I keep score. I may have to flip back one page, but that's a little bit of extra work. Let's see if we can do it digitally. Yeah, you homered last night. The 1-1. Skied and fouled towards the third base area. As the stream gets more popular, there will probably be more trolls. Absolutely. And there will be more people who like the movie Trolls like me. 1-2 pitch. Popped up and hit towards the third base side in foul territory. Bohm is going to get to it, and he just makes the catch in front of the rail. Nice play by Bohm. I mean, that was not easy. He had to shade himself from the sun, and he barely had enough room, and just was able to squeeze it for out number 1. That was nice. You got to look and see where the netting is. That's really not as easy as it looks, especially with battling the sun. Bottom of the 8th, 1 out. And the pitch. That is taken for a strike. The Trolls are getting worse, like remnants getting wet. They will multiply. But then we're going to get more and more mods, and we're going to get more and more people. And I won't even get to see all the Trolls. So it's going to actually get better in some ways. The ball is 2 strikes to Brian Reynolds, who's 0 for 2 today. Reynolds went 2 for 3 last night. Had 2 singles and also walked. He's on a 5-game hitting streak. That's now in jeopardy. The ball is 2 strikes. 1 out. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Alvarado goes with the cutter. And he gets a strikeout, and there's 2 away. It's true, though. Like, you know, yeah, okay, we're going to get more trolls, but we're going to get more and more great people on here, too. So it sort of evens out, you know? 2 outs, bottom of the 8th, and the pitch is slapped foul. O'Neal Cruz 0 for 3, lined out. He's also struck out and grounded out too. They should win all games. That would be fun. Absolutely. Winning is fun. The 0-1. Inside for a ball. Who loves you, pretty baby? Oh, now I want to listen to Frankie Valli, man. I love that song. 1 ball, 1 strike. The windup and the pitch to O'Neal Cruz. Swing and a miss. Got to remember our poll question, too. One ball, 2 strikes. Alvarado takes a quick breath, kicks, and delivers. And it's outside. It was dropped by Stubbs, and it doesn't get too far away from him. He did a good job at getting up on his feet and running towards the ball to keep the runner in check over at first. 2-2 to Cruz. Jose Alvarado looks back at first. Now back to the plate. Fires the next pitch. Swung on and missed. And O'Neal Cruz is out. It was a cutter in the dirt. Back-to-back strikeouts to end the inning. And Alvarado will help the Phillies go to the top of the 9th as they lead at 5-0. I like the strikeout music. That's great. What happened last night? Baseball happened, says Darth Pooh. That is absolutely correct. Okay. All right. Top of the 9th. Before we go to the top of the 9th, I asked a poll question. I got 165 votes. More votes than likes, which usually does happen. Just hit the thumbs up button if you can. Which current Phillies player would you spend a day with? Okay, you're given 1 day. You got to spend the day with somebody on the Phillies. Who are you spending it with, and what are you doing that's not related to baseball activities? It could be one of these 4. Out of all the 4 people mostly voted for Bryce Harper, and I can understand. Kyle Schwarber's number 2. Trey Turner is 3rd, and Bryson Stott's in last. And I kind of understand why. If Stott was having a better season, I think that if we did this poll last year, I think Stott's numbers would be up, just based on baseball production. Whoa, I almost flipped my scorecard. So I think that that's why it's really low, because last year he was the best 2-strike hitter in baseball, and that had some juice. And I think he sort of lost that just from that sort of perspective. But I'd love to hang out with any of these guys. I would. My guy, though, is Aaron Nola because he's been here the longest. I would want to interview him on a podcast. But something non-baseball related that I would do with Nola, I would watch a movie with him. I don't know what movie it would be. But I'd also like to go out to the bar with him. I think it'd be really cool. Maybe not, because then you get a lot of stares, you know, and I'd like to spend good quality time with Nola, so I take that back. I don't want to go to the bar with him. I'd like to have nice quality time, you know. So if we go to the Chickies or something, we'd have to get a beer and then just, like, go to the park or something. Top of the 9th, Bryce Harper's up to bat. He's 1 for 4, singled back in the 5th, and also stole a base. And the 0-1 ground ball hit over towards the first base side, and Harper grounds out. That's a 3-1 ground out. Rowdy Tellez fields it and threw it over to Josh Fleming. It was an underhanded throw. And now Bohm is due up to bat. So top of the 9th, Phillies up 5-zip. Bohm is 2 for 4 tonight. And he takes the first pitch in the dirt. Good thing is that there's 162 games to prove who can do it best. Absolutely, and not just 2. That is true. 16 more subs till we get to 3,500. Pitch, and that's taken for a strike. Bohm's average is at 297. The 1-1 delivery in the dirt. The Pirates. I'm sure that they haven't heard that one, Jesus. That's kind of funny, though. 2-1 to Bohm. And he fouls it off. Because all they do is talk. That's funny. That's really funny. Sosa's in the hole. It's had a pretty good day today. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, top of the 9th, and the pitch to Bohm. Swung on, lifted out towards left field. Reynolds will track it down, go towards the alleyway, and make the grab, and there's 2 away. Bohm flies out. So he's 2 for 5, and that's probably how he'll end the day today. Here's Castellanos, and he takes it low. Honestly, the Roberto Clemente Bridge, it is really gorgeous. It is. It is so beautiful. 1-0. Round ball foul again. How old is the bridge? I've been curious to know about this. It has a 4.7 star rating. Bridges actually have ratings. I guess everything does now. 1-1. And that is fouled away. It's a total of 884 feet. It was built in 1986. Huh. Didn't know that. 1-2 is fouled away. The original bridge, according to Wikipedia, at the site was a wooden covered bridge. It had 6 spans, and it was built in 1819 by a contractor. His name was Lothrop. Okay. 1-2 to Castellanos. Fly ball hit out over to left field. That's going back towards the track. Goodbye, baseball. Castellanos goes yard. His 14th homer of the season, and the Phillies lead it 6-0. There we go. Top of the 9th. 2 outs. The pitch. Ground ball hit over to shortstop. Cruz bobbles it. It's an error, and everybody's safe. So Edmundo Sosa gets on with an E6. And, well, the Phillies just continue to rally against the Bucks, taking out their frustration on them. Cruz just bobbled it. It went out of his glove. He tried to backhand it. And he said, darn it. Probably said some more things, though. That's not PG. Here's Wes Wilson with a runner over at first, and he takes the first pitch wide for a ball. One ball, no strikes, 2 outs, top of the 9th, 6-0 Phillies lead. And the 1-0 pitch, ground ball hit over to shortstop. Cruz this time will field it cleanly, and he underhand throws it over to second base, and the inning is over. We head to the bottom of the 9th. Phillies add 1 more on as Castellanos hits a solo homer. 6-0 as we go to the bottom of the 9th. All right, bottom of the 9th coming up. My name is Jason Harrison Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. Thank you all so much for being here. We got a lot of action, of course, going on in the chat. Love y'all and appreciate you so much for being here, man. Hit the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button. You're also more than welcome to donate to the channel as well. Want to make sure I keep reminding you about that, because we go live for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game. And make sure that you stay on after the bottom of the ninth, because we're going to do a little recap on here. And I want to hear your thoughts on this game, because I certainly have my thoughts, and I'd like to share them with y'all. I would. 132 likes, 70 of you have not hit that thumbs up button. 76. Good stuff. We need 16 more subs to get us to 3,500 subscribers. We're going to get there. Hopefully by next week. All right, so 39% of you said that you would hang out with Bryce Harper. So we're going to end this poll. So Bryce Harper wins. That's who you're hanging out with. What's everybody doing with Bryce Harper? Look at this chat. This chat's going wild. Love it. Look at all this. We have Pirates fans not so happy on here. Don't be stingy with the likes, people. It helps grow the channel, and it's free. It absolutely is. If you have Philly fever, if you're a Philly freak, just like this video and share your freak love. Share your freakish behavior with all of us. We don't bite. We're freaky too. Jose Ruiz is going to pitch the bottom of the ninth inning for the Phils. He has a 5.02 ERA in 28 2/3 of an inning. Bottom of the ninth. Then the first pitch, ground ball hit over to shortstop, played on the bounce by Turner. He gets set, throws over to first, and there's one out in the bottom of the ninth. There we go. One pitch and one out. I want to ask Bryce what's changed. He used to get into a lot of fights. So that's why you'd hang out with Bryce, just to ask him, like, what's changed? Or would that just be part of the hangout? I don't think that'd be the full part of the hangout. That would have to be a part of it, though. Like, that would just come up in conversation. That'd be weird if you were like, well, I want to hang out with Bryce just because I want to know what's changed. I don't care what we do. I want to ask him that. All right, here we go. Rowdy Tellez up to bat. No balls, one strike, and the next pitch is taken low and inside for a ball. The 1-1 delivery. Line drive, foul towards the first base side. He said part. Okay. I just wanted to make sure. Phillies lead at 6-0. We'll definitely have a recap at the end of the game. Phillies got 2 runs, though, in the top of the second on the sac fly by Wes Wilson and an RBI double by Garrett Stubbs. The 1-2 pitch. Fly ball hit out over towards center field. Turner goes towards the grass and makes the catch. And just like that, the Pirates are down to their final out. Phillies then got 3 runs in the top of the 7th on an RBI single by Trey Turner, an RBI ground out by Bryce Harper, and an RBI single by Bohm. Then they got a solo homer by Castellanos in the top of the 9th. Cabrian Hayes, he's the last hope for the Pirates. First pitch taken inside for a ball. One ball, no strikes. The leg kick and the next pitch. Line drive caught at shortstop by Turner. And that's the ball game. The Phillies do avoid a sweep. They have not been swept since last year. They do lose the series to the Pirates, but they end up shutting them out today 6-0. Ring the bell, Philadelphia. The Phillies win. Let's go, baby. Nice. Tyler Phillips. That's who I'm going to go with. Tyler Phillips. Tyler Phillips is my player of the game today. That's my game ball. Who's your game ball going to? I'm going to go with Tyler Phillips. The bullpen actually did a really good job today. Alvarado was a little bit shaky. It was a non-stressful situation, but it was nice to see him bounce back after a really bad Friday night. But yeah. All right, I got some words that I have to say, and I want to hear from y'all. So my biggest takeaways from this game. First of all, Tyler Phillips right now should be the number 5 starter. There's no question about it. I want him even when Turnbull and Walker are healthy. He is the number 5 starter. Can I get an amen for that? I meant to say, can I get a yes or no, but can I get an amen for that? I think he's deserved it. I really do. It's been 3 outings now. He's been really good. As a 5th starter, I'm taking what he's giving me on the bump. I am. I just am. I think that he needs to be the number 5 guy. Obviously better than Mercado. Obviously better than Walker. And he was better. I just think he's on a roll right now. So, even when they're all fully healthy, Tyler Phillips, in my opinion, deserves to be the number 5 starter. That's my biggest takeaway for this game. I like what he did. His off-speed pitches looked great. Pirates hitters were very off-balanced. And I don't know, man. I'm not saying that it's easy that it's hard to strike out O'Neal Cruz, but I mean, you got Brian Reynolds on a really good pitch as well. And I thought that a little bit early in that second inning, he looked a little bit shaky, but he settled down, man. He did. He absolutely settled down. So, good for the kid. Good for Tyler Phillips. Nice day by Stubbs, too, man. Stubbs was the unsung hero of today. He had a couple of big base hits. He had the RBI single. Thought that was really nice. He got a fastball right down the middle after a sac fly was made by Wes Wilson. It was on the very next pitch. He was like, yep, I'll take that fastball. Thank you, Marco Gonzales, for giving me that fastball right down the middle. And he pulled it, yanked it out to right, and got himself an RBI single. What else stood out to JJ today besides Garrett Stubbs? I was going to say Castellanos' homer was nice. That was a nice swing. I've said that if Castellanos goes on a tear, this team is taken to a different level. They are. They elevate themselves to another level if Castellanos goes on a tear. It would be really nice for him to try to do something. Trey Turner, 1 for 5 today. For how he's been playing, honestly, it was an off day for him. It was an off day for Trey, but he went 1 for 5 with an RBI and a run scored. I'm still concerned about Bryce. I've been saying that for the last couple of days, but it is what it is, I guess. I just hope that he is all right. I do. The pitching today was great. Junior Marte was fine, honestly. Junior Marte was fine out there. He really was. I don't really understand the hate for Marte. I'm happy that Strom had the day off. I was getting a little bit concerned because Strom has been kind of worrying me a little bit. He has not been really good over his last 5-6 outings. It's been a little bit of time now where it's actually been concerning. So, I'm happy that he got the day off. Maybe they can use him tomorrow. I'd like to see him bounce back sometime, but today they didn't have to use him. The Phillies got those extra runs in that 7th inning. They were going to use him, and they didn't have to, and I'm happy that the offense was like, you know what, let's not actually use Matt Strom today, and let's do that. So, good stuff. Pache had a base hit. That was interesting. Wes Wilson out in left field. I think he's a good piece off the bench, but he's not an everyday player, in my opinion. But he'll have some nice games every once in a while. This is the type of win that the Phillies needed because it was a clean game. They shut out the Pirates. These types of games are what they need. They avoided the sweep. It does not feel good if you go into Minnesota getting swept by the Pirates. Just doesn't feel good. It's a morale killer. And now they get to go into Minnesota tomorrow feeling a little bit better. They got 6 runs on the board, and they shut out the Pirates today. All credit goes to Tyler Phillips. 6 innings, 4 hits, no earned runs. 1 walk, 3 strikeouts. Good enough. Great enough stuff for a 5th starter. He's my 5th starter now. I don't want to hear it. Even when Taijuan comes back, Tyler Phillips is my 5th starter. I'm going to be really mad if he's not in the 5 spot. I am. That's how I feel. One word to describe that game. Let's hear from the people down below. What are your thoughts on this game? Let us know in the description. Let us know in the comment section and in the live chat. I want to hear what your thoughts are. Thought Rob really managed the game very well today. I was okay with him going to Alvarado when he did, and I was okay with him going to Ruiz when he did. Ruiz didn't even have to provide a lot of pitches today. He really didn't. He did pretty good out there. I think that the less for him, the better. The less runners he has to deal with on the bases and the less amount of pitches he has to throw, he's good in those increments, in those small spots. Not happening, it's Walker because of money. I understand, but you would agree, though, that Taijuan Walker does not deserve to be the number 5, and it deserves, and Tyler Phillips deserves that. Because that's what I think. At first, I was fine when they went to Taijuan Walker when he came back from the injury, because Spencer Turnbull, as great as he was doing, it was during the middle of the season. It was like the middle of May, whatever. And Spencer, unfortunately, didn't really have the track record. And I'll take Taijuan Walker's track record over that. But now that I've seen what Taijuan has done, or what he hasn't done, I want Phillips playing, man. I do. I want Phillips in that rotation. So, Phillips better be my 5th starter. Even if it's because of money, I'm going to bang that drum. Tyler Phillips deserves it. My number 5 starter is Phillips. One word to describe the game is bounce back, says Albert. Albert, that's a very good word. Bounce back. I like that. Any other ones before we head off? Bounce back's a good one. Any other one word? Yeah, says KGB. I think that was to another comment, but yeah. Yeah, the Phillies won, yeah. I kind of like that. That's like the Marshawn Lynch press conference where he just said, yeah. Scan the schedule. I see 2 times the Phillies were shut out. Yeah. So, they're having a good year. All right, I'm done. Darpu says solid is my one word. One word was good. Yeah, that's a good one. Good. It was a good day. It was. It was a good day. I know it's 3 words, but breath of fresh air would be the way I describe that. It's a sigh. It's a sigh of relief. All right, I'm done. I will see you all tomorrow. Okay? I may have a video coming out tomorrow, just so you know. So that's why I got to keep those bells turned on. That would be right before the game. And, yeah. So I will catch you all tomorrow. And then Tuesday, of course, we got the game and we got our show. We're going to start doing that for our members. And, yeah, I'm excited for what's to come. We also got Olympics starting this week, so we're going to be starting to do that. When does that start? Friday? Be on the lookout because the schedule's going to get crazy. We're doing basketball. We're going to try to do archery. Hopefully it's going to be streamed. And then we got some volleyball to do as well. And it's going to be a fun one. All right. Love you all. And I'll catch you all tomorrow. Hasta la vista. Lalatov.